So I got a friend, a buddy of mine, and he hates Avatar. I can already see the like to dislike ratio on this video being really imbalanced. But hold on, let me explain. Before I do though,
like, subscribe, do all that shit.
Avatar: The Last Airbender has been one of the most successful shows to ever come out of Nickelodeon, right next to SpongeBob. When it came out, it was really popular, and last year it had one of its best viewings and ratings in the show's history, and the fan base is as strong as ever. As for me, I'm actually an OG fan of the show, as I watched it when it came out in 2005. Majority of my friends, whether OG or new fans, have always loved Avatar for what it is and how many life lessons it taught. That is, after one of my friends told me that he doesn't like Avatar. Okay, picture this. We were sitting in a cafe in the university we went to, and we were just talking about anime. For the purposes of protecting his privacy, I'ma name him Jalen. Somehow we get onto the topic of Avatar, and I told Jalen that I love the show and still have lots of love for it, but he told me he hated it. And yo bro, the amount of disgust on my face was huge. But here's why he told me he hated Avatar. Jalen hates Avatar because of how one of its main characters is treated, and that character is Zuko. Besides Aang, who is the main character of the show, Zuko shares in that duality. Typically, if the story isn't focused on Aang and his other friends and their adventures, then it's focused on Zuko's story and development. Also, Zuko is the great-grandson of Avatar Roku, who is Aang's predecessor. With that said, Zuko should be the second most powerful or be developed as one, but he isn't. Characters like Toph, Azula, Katara, and even Ozai take the spotlight away from Zuko, with two of them actually going toe-to-toe with Zuko and beating him to a pulp. And in this scenario, I'm referring to Azula and Ozai, his own family members. Zuko in the show has never really gotten a chance to prove his raw strength, and in which case I actually agree with Jalen on this one. Each time you see Zuko fight, he loses, and the times he does win is when his uncle or another character is there to support him. The one time Zuko wins is when he bested Katara by knocking her out during the siege of the Northern Water Tribe, when Zuko tried and successfully captured Aang. However, Katara came back later in the episode and completely destroyed Zuko. Jalen also doesn't count the fight with Azula and Zuko a victory per se, because 1. Azula was not in her right mind state, and 2. Katara was used as cannon fodder by Azula, with Zuko jumping in to save her life, almost losing his in the process. In Jalen's opinion, Zuko is seen as a joke, with him being portrayed as the weakest bender in the Avatar gang, as well as the weakest in his family. He sees that a lot of Avatar fans rebuke this point by stating that Zuko had a lot of emotional growth and that he doesn't need to be the strongest because that's against his character. Jalen also argues that Zuko isn't seen as a prodigy like Toph, Aang, Katara, and Azula, for example. Most people see the word prodigy and argue that prodigy means that you are naturally gifted. And while yes, that's true to a certain extent, that's not entirely what a prodigy means. Jalen believes that a prodigy is a person that exceeds expectations through hard work and dedication to their craft, even if they started from the very bottom and are considered weak and or a failure. Take Naruto and Sasuke for example. Sasuke from a young age was known to be a prodigy because of his talents and the massive privilege of him being born into a powerful clan, the Uchiha clan. Naruto when he was young was detested and hated by the overwhelming majority of people in the Hidden Leaf. He had little to no skill and was seen as a failure from the very beginning. As time went on, however, Naruto did gain power through the help of the Nine Tails chakra and trained tirelessly to become the strongest shinobi in the village and become its leader, the Hokage. By the time Naruto reaches his goal, he becomes more of a prodigy than Sasuke, who does gain a little more power to go toe-to-toe with Naruto, even in the show Boruto, but can't defeat him when Naruto's at full power. Now, if you made it this far into the video and you're an Avatar fan, you probably hate Jalen and me for making this video. Listen, Jalen doesn't fully hate Avatar, but hates how Zuko is treated. If Zuko is constantly seen as the second most powerful character in both the comics and by the climax of the show, then he should be taking little to no L's. Instead, he takes so many L's, and while his emotional and mental growth from books 1 to 4 is amazing, his power level is more or less stagnant. Even when he and Aang encounter the dragons and perform their dance to enhance their firebending by giving them a way to channel their energies to create fire that's stronger than normal firebending, Zuko still takes L's. These are Jalen's opinions, and he also has some choice words to say about Uncle Iroh as a teacher and master figure, but that's for another video. Now, if you actually made it to the end of this video, congrats. You're one of the very few people that actually listened. Let me know your thoughts on Zuko and your arguments down below in the comments. If you enjoyed, make sure to smash that like button and subscribe, turn on post notifications for more content like this. Thanks for watching, and I'm out. Peace.